Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm doing fine. I'm really okay. I was born David, and in 2013 I became Yasil. So the history and the background is really long, but I was David before Yasil. Obviously, I come from a Christian family. My dad is a staunch Catholic. My mom is a staunch born again. Yeah, we are a family of 8, and mashallah, we thank the Almighty that all of us converted to Islam, apart from our parents who are still Christians. Yeah, so we are proud converts, and generally that is a brief background about us. And in the whole family, it is only our family that is Muslim. The rest of our family is Christian. In the first place, I will tell you, I'm somebody that does a lot of research, more so if there is a situation that seems to be confusing. What do I mean when I say that? You know, there are so many religions. And I don't want to mention a particular religion, but I will tell you each religion preaches to be the authentic religion. And now my question is, what is the authentic religion amongst these religions? You know, Christians will say they are the authentic religion, Muslims will say the same. So it really pushed me to make my research, and here I am. I'm Yasil today. I told you we are a family of 8, and my eldest sister happened to get married to a Muslim man. And you know, I was so close to my sister that she convinced my parents that I start staying with them. So that is where the journey started. I was a very young man then, still in high school, you know, and I started staying with these people, with my sister and the husband who was Muslim. And I will tell you, not at any one time did he ever convince me to become a Muslim. But I will tell you, by the way he used to handle himself, the way he used to handle issues, you know, I really got touched. And I will tell you, I stayed with them for quite a long time, and it took me so many years to decide to become a Muslim. And I'll give you, this is a gentleman who is Muslim. I'm not. We have maids home that are not Muslims, but this is a person who would even tell on Sundays, who would tell his maids, you go to church, when you come back, you preach to me what you have learned from there. You know, in Islam, there is what they call hikmah, the way you handle a situation, the way you handle things. You know, you imagine a Muslim person telling people to go to church so that when they come back, they preach to him what they've learned from there. That is hikmah. Somebody else would say, this is a Muslim family, I do not ever want you to see you go to church. I'm sorry, this is not a testimony that I'm trying to give, but I will tell you, I, being a young man, then I was taken up by the worldly things. I used to go as a young man, a teenager, still adolescent. You know, I would go do my clubbing. I would go. Not at any one time did he even ever lock me out to tell me you will not get into my house. But this is what he used to do. In the morning, when we are having breakfast, he would just pose a question. Where were you last night? I went to a club. How did it feel? No, I just feel a little bit tired. And you know, he would tell me, but how would you go to a place, you pay your own money, and now you're fatigued? You see, the kind of handling, and I will tell you, you know, that was a kind of handling. That is what I said, hikmah. You know, the way you interest somebody to love what you believe is right. That is very important. And I'll tell you, that's how it happened. You know, he would tell me sometimes, "You're Christian, why don't you go to church? Learn something there, come teach me." You get? And at the same time, he would preach to me. You know, he would preach to me, but preaching to me, he never at any one time told me, "You should convert to Islam." I took my time, I conceptualized the Islamic teachings, and I was touched, and here I am, and I can tell you, I'm very proud. I'm very proud being a Muslim. I pray that I do not go emotional, but I will tell you, when I converted, I so happened that we have a very close family, and it so happens that I'm one of the eldest boys in the family, and so many people, inclusive of my siblings, look up to me. So when I decided to become a Muslim, some of them decided to follow, and oh my God, they decided to, they were surprised in the first place. They were surprised, and probably they never expected that this can happen, and it is by God's mercy that they decided to take a decision. Yeah, it's not a long story, but I will tell you. Yeah. Okay. You know, even the Prophet himself said, "Let us be examples to others. You know, let us do good." And this is what happened. You know, I was convinced, not even being convinced, but yeah. But I will tell you, Allah Akbar. Yeah, but to cut the long story short, when I converted, and you know, they were, and as I told you, they used to look up to me. Some of them decided to convert. If I can use the Islamic teachings in the first place, even if I didn't use them, there is nowhere it is written that when you do not have the same belief, you treat other people otherwise. And I will tell you, I treat my parents as my parents. They do not have a problem us having converted. And I will tell you, if my dad called me now, he would start with salam. He's Catholic. If he called me now, he would say, "Assalamu alaikum Haji, Assalamu alaikum Yasil." My mom would do the same. You know, you know, and that's it. So you imagine if we're not treating them as parents because they're Christians and we are Muslims. I mean, I want to confess that I'm amongst the luckiest person. I did not face a lot of challenges when I converted to Islam. I did not. Reason being, you know, like I told you, we come from a religious background, irrespective of the other religions of our parents. But besides all that, you know, our parents have always given us the freedom to choose what we think is best for as long as it's best for us. And most of the challenges that people face, the biggest challenge that people face is being neglected from their families. We never got that. I never got that from my parents. To be very honest, I've never faced any challenge as a convert. I've never faced one. But I know people out there definitely face a lot of challenges. I see people facing a lot of challenges, being neglected, being, you know, thrown out of families and all that. Alhamdulillah, I never faced any of the challenges. How I wish people can know the goodness in this religion. Everybody, I would wish everybody to become a Muslim, to those people that are not Muslims. The converts, I do not have much to tell them because I'm quite sure they know what they had before and what they have now. That one I can assure you, you know. I don't need to tell them a lot. They know where they were, they know why they are here, and I guess, you know, they are very convinced they are in the right place. That conviction, I can tell you, I have. I can let you do your research, but I will tell you, people or converts are some of the most staunch in the Islamic faith.